do this for a living really understand is, especially in this outside-in world that everybody lives in today, is how critical a little momentum and confidence is early. It's critical. And so that was a momentum game, right? I mean, it was a game that just fueled us. It was a hurricane. I mean, they might have been top 5. I can't remember. Sixth in the country. It was a moment it's one of those games, like this year, the Clemson Florida State game, right? I mean, we never trailed in the game until overtime, and we get the one turnover, difference in the game, miss a simple kick, had a chance to stop them one time, didn't stop them. So it's a couple plays, but when you win a game like that, it just creates a ton of confidence. It creates a ton of momentum, even though the same problems are there. The narratives are different, the noise is different, etc. And next thing you know, confidence breeds confidence. Momentum is a powerful thing, and that particular game just was a gritty, hard-fought game, and we made one more play than they did, and it gave us a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence. And man, boom, we took it, and and to be able to do it over and over and over again, year after year after year after year after year, it's incredible. It's hard. It's really, really hard. I'm really, that was really one of my favorite memories. That moment, it was awesome. The valley was packed. I mean, I remember third quarter, you couldn't even see across the field. But it was a momentum game, and that's the one thing we haven't been able to do this year. We've had chance to get momentum. I mean, again, we had 500 yards in the Duke game, and I don't know, we were unbelievable on third down. We did so many good things, but we had the ball first and goal on the 1. 4 trips inside the 10, we get nothing, and so those would have been momentum opportunities just within that game. And then the same thing, you overcome that, you get to the Florida State game, chance to create a little momentum, and we just. And so then you don't win it, it's the opposite, right? It's a ton of noise, it's a ton of negativity, fire all the coaches, fire all the players, everybody stinks, and it's a fine line. But that's the world we live in. And so momentum and confidence is huge, and that's what that did for us. And then again, we had an opportunity, the Miami game, couldn't quite get it. So we've never been able to quite get the momentum that I think helps you. And so then all of a sudden, again, you start playing tight, you start pressing, and it's you're in a fight, and you're either going to fight back or you're going to lay down.
Got time for one more.
Also,
go ahead, Pete.
On your defense I think is top 10 in yards allowed this year. The red zone and scoring numbers don't quite match up to that. Is it just because of the bad spots that they've had to start from in some cases this year? Is there a different mentality?
Well, let's start with all the offensive points that we've given our defense. Let's start with that. How many points has the offense scored for the other team? A bunch.
2 pick sixes.
There you go. So that's 21 points right there.
Yeah.
And then we gave them one on the 1 yard line. That's 28. Good luck, boys. Go get them. So our defense is good enough to have won it all this year. Fact, and it's disappointing. But we're a team. We're all in it together. But our defense, I'm really proud of those guys. Wes has done an amazing job. And, you can't ask those guys, just like last week. I know we had 2 plays, but, they gave up 17 points. That's enough to win. That's enough to win. And, we can't ask them to be perfect right now. And, again, even though we've had all the turnovers, when you have that type of deal, you've got to compensate somewhere. And we've had a chance to still make one more stop or one more play. But in totality, our defense is good enough they were good enough this year to be a Final Four team. And if you can be a Final Four team, anything can happen. And, that's a shame because it is, as I said, it's kind of a season of what could have been. But we can't worry about that. We got to find a way. We still get a chance, whether we were 8-0 or we're 4-4. We were going to play this game, and if you're a competitor, you want to go play your butt off and compete to win. So we'll get a chance to, we'll learn a lot these next 4 weeks. I'm really looking forward to it, actually. We'll learn a lot about a lot of people. A lot to, learn about our team and see how these guys gonna fight, man. It'll be good. But Wes and the staff, man, they've been a heck of a defense all year, and it's a shame that we haven't been able to take care of the ball better and reward them. Because if we didn't lead if we were just 50th in the country in fumbles, we'd be having a different conversation today. It's really that simple. I know everybody wants some narrative and drawn out. It's that simple.
In your mind, when it comes to the fans,
Last question,
in your mind, where do you draw the line between fair criticism of a team and a program versus lack of support, not giving the fair support?
I think it's pretty easy to see where that line is. Fair criticism is fair criticism. I got no problem with that. I mean, there are no issues with that at all. I mean, that's where we live in. But when it's hateful and personal and demeaning, especially to the kids on this team, I mean, if you can't figure that out, then I got no answer for you. And that's the problem. We don't, as a society, we don't know where that line is anymore. You know why? Because there ain't no line. And that's just, it's sad. There's no line anymore. There's none. It's sad.
All right.
Criticism is warranted. We're 4-4. This is freaking Clemson. All right, we built I mean, ain't nobody happy. We built. It's one of the greatest programs in the history of college football. What's happened here these last 12 years, and ain't nobody gonna ever change that. Like, that's what we've done, and we've beaten the best of the best to do it. 6 Final Fours. That ain't ever gonna happen again. I don't think it'll ever happen again. We'll see. Time will tell. But I know this, I got a long way to go. I got a long way to go in this profession, and I'm going to fight like crap to if they want me back here, I'll fight like crap to get this place back to the standard. This is a bad year in the midst of an amazing journey that we've had. And I'm not going to let anything steal my joy of what I do. I have a lot of joy in my job. I have a lot of joy in what I do. It doesn't mean I'm happy, but I have a lot of joy in what I do. And I'm not going to let winning become a relief. I'm not going to allow that to happen. And so fun should be in the winning. And if it gets to where it's not fun anymore, then hey, we'll go from there.
All right.